Hey y'all, Xcaliber here. Now I've just finished a few miles on the new Trek, and this is the Xcaliber 6. And I wanted to give an initial impressions review. Now for starters, this is an awesome bike because, well, you get a lot of quality components, and it doesn't break the bank. Now there's more expensive versions of the Xcaliber, but from my standpoint, having been a biker for my entire life, I think this is a really good package, and I really wouldn't want anything more. So I just want to give you a quick overview of what you get. You do get it's an aluminum frame, so obviously not carbon fiber, so you're not going to get the extra lightweight that a carbon frame would provide, but you're also not getting the extra expensive price tag. It's got place for dual water bottles, and I opted to put a pump under this one. Then I put another one there. This is the 19.5 inch virtual, 18.5 actual, it says, is the frame size. Now if you go to your local authorized Trek dealer, they'll be able to fit you, and there's a lot of factors that come into play with that. I'm 6'2", and this is the size I use, and it fits me great. And I was after a professional fitting at the authorized Trek dealer. This right here, you get the SunCure, which has 100 millimeters of travel. Obviously you can lock it out over here if you're on the road and you want it to be stiff versus flex. So like right now it's in the, it'll flex. So this is great for riding trails and that sort of thing. But if you're on the road and you want a firmer feel, you can adjust that. It's very nice. Something that's cool, this comes with disc brakes, and these are hydraulic disc brakes. So a lot of bikes that you find at this price point are going to have mechanical disc brakes, which aren't as good. One of the things I really like about this is that it has the SRAM, and there's one of the ship, and then the other one's right there. It's kind of hard to see. So up and down, and then you've also got your indication of which gear you're in, which is nice. The let's see, what are we going to look at now? Oh yeah. So in the front, it's got a Shimano Atlas, and then the rear derailleur, it's got a SRAM X5. I feel that the wheels are very durable. Haven't had any problems. I mean, obviously I've only started to beat this thing up, so I haven't put it through a lot of abuse yet, but it seems to be a very solid bike. And if you're looking for something that you can go out and ride confidently, and you don't have to worry about it skipping gears and popping and making all that racket, if you want a reliable bike for exercise that you can do on-road or off-road, you know, this one's hard to beat because you're getting a lot for your money. And again, they make higher end versions of this particular model, which is the Xcaliber, but I mean, you can look at the specs, and really, in my opinion, for the price difference paid, I mean, with the more expensive one, I think one of them comes with rock shocks instead of SunCure, but I like these SunCures. I haven't had any problems. It's a very confident ride feel. But it's small things you get on these bikes, just like the quick adjust for your seat, obviously the quick disconnect skewers for your rear wheel, and then also your front wheel. And again, I added on a couple of water bottle cages, the pump, and then also this under the saddle bag. And that's another thing, the saddle itself, the seat, whatever you want to call it, I find it to be very comfortable for me. And this Bontrager, or however you pronounce it, that's basically, to my understanding, that's just the Trek brand. So they do a really good job with their build quality. And if you ride this bike versus several other mountain bikes that are on the market, you'll feel the quality, especially if you go, you know, if it's something that you get, if you buy it new from your local authorized Trek dealer, you know, they'll really be able to make sure it fits perfectly for your body. And there's nothing worse than having a bike that doesn't fit you right, because you're not going to get, number one, your handling of the bike's not going to be as good, and then number two, actually the workout you get is going to be kind of gimped, because it's not going to feel good to ride it, so you're probably not going to ride it as much. The pedals, I just got the standard pedals that came with it. I think these are Wilgos, I'm not sure. Yeah, Wilgo. And I did put the toe clips on it. You know, a lot of people may use clipless pedals where you can just, you know, pop your compatible shoe onto the pedal and then take it off. But I had a bad mishap with a previous mountain bike when I had clipless pedals, and I broke every bone in my right hand, my chin, and I swore I'd never go back to clipless, and I haven't. Well, I did, and I put clipless pedals on an indoor exercise bike, and the pedal broke, and I got a gash in the side of my leg. So you know, that's a sign for me, hey, you don't need clipless, especially if you're on the road or trail. You don't need it, because you know, you've already broken those bones once, and then you know, gash down to the bone on your ankle on an indoor bike. So that's a good sign. But that's up to you. Whatever you want to do, clipless or not, that's your personal preference. This right here is really nice. See, this is again, this is Bontrager, which is the Trek brand. So they do a really good, when you look at this in close detail, I mean, you can see the design and build quality is exceptional. And it comes in other colors. I thought the black one that I got here, I thought it looked really cool. Obviously, this is a 29-inch. It's a 29er. So these tires are 29 by 2. Obviously, you could get different tires if you wanted to. These are the ones that came with it, and I think they're, in my opinion, they're perfectly well suited for both trail and riding on the road. And if you want to jump up, you can always jump up to a full suspension bike. But personally, whether I'm riding a trail or whatever, that constant jumping up and bouncing up and down kind of gets to be annoying. It almost kind of makes you feel sick. And if you're out there trying to work out, especially if you're doing long endurance rides like I do, you know, trying to look good on camera. You're watching this video, it's on Irish Guy's Adventure channel, youtube.com/IrixGuy, and at the time of posting this, I've got a little over 15 million video views. So I'm really trying to get in shape, not only for myself, but for my fans, because it's not good to be on camera and not look good. So this is going to help me do that, and I'm very confident that I'm going to continue to enjoy this bike. And again, this is the Xcaliber 6, and these are not bikes that you can buy online. If you do buy them online, they're probably used, because Treks, you've got to get them through an authorized dealer, and that's actually a good thing, because when you buy it, you know you're getting something from a reputable dealer that, you know, that knows the brand and knows how to customize everything to fit your body type. And I was super impressed with the Trek bicycle sales experience. They were very knowledgeable, and I got exactly what I wanted. Didn't really even know what I wanted when I went in there. I just knew that I wanted a hardtail bike, you know, front fork suspension, but no suspension on the rear. And this is what I walked out with, and I felt that I got a you know, just a super duper deal. But with that being said, I'm standing here talking while I take a short break and drink some water, and I've got to get back on this bike, because I got to burn some calories and have a good time, enjoy this good weather. So be sure to subscribe, share with others. YouTube.com/IRIX guy. Y'all have a good day.